Afternoon, everyone. My name is Kate. I am an account manager from One Financial Information Luxembourg office. Thank you very much for your time. In order to support you in mastering One Financial Terminal's capabilities, we have set it up a team to give you a total 7 online sessions in the name of One Insights Essential Training Series. This series will have total 7 online sessions, and we will start from today until the end of January, so total 3 months. In the next few weeks, my teammates will guide you to explore the Asian Pacific stock market, to utilize One Financial Terminal to conduct industry and value chain research. And we will show you One bond with fundamental skills as well as Kung Fu bond. Welcome to join us. Today, in the first session, we will be focusing on navigating One global economic research tools, which I am going to guide you for an overview of our key coverages of macroeconomics by showing you, first of all, who we are. Secondly, what kind of macro information do we cover? And thirdly, how does our economic database look like? First of all, about us. When the financial information was established in 1998, we have over 4,000 employees all around the world in 44 cities, that including Hong Kong office, Taiwan, Singapore, New York, San Francisco, London, and me, who is located in Luxembourg office. We are proud to announce that we have covered over 90% financial institutions as our customers in China. And our platform, One Financial Terminal, including economics, have been serving thousands of clients in the financial industries that include all the banks, including central banks, academic research institutions, brokers, think tanks, and universities. When you do the research of macro data, we believe and we understand that sometimes some basic information are very necessary, such as, first of all, the financial news. We have created this page for showing you the real-time news, rolling updates, waterfall layouts, showing you in-depth analysis. Also, you would be able to customize the focused keywords or even the focused medias or some companies that you are focusing on, which you would get the alert either from the top right of the One Financial Terminal PC version or from your smartphone. The layout is showing on the left side. You can edit the column by your preference, and you may see that we covered the live broadcast like today. We covered the focus news, recommendations, or you even can subscribe by your preference. On the right top side, we provide you the top views of the past 8 hours, or the daily, or the weekly news. Now, let me switch to the terminal to show you how does it look like with the news first of all. On the bottom right side, we call it Vism search bar. You can easily to input the keyword of news and click enter. You will see the surface is combined with the left side with the columns, the middle size of the waterfall pole. As you may see that now in Luxembourg is 2 p.m. 2 hours and 2 minutes. So we have the latest news from 1 minute ago about Baltic Dry Index, which was raised 3.42%. On the right side, you have the top views of the past 8 hours or the daily or weekly news. On the bottom right side, you will have the economic calendar such as, which is yesterday, September 26th, we have China August profit of enterprise YTD number as shown. Each of them you can double click and you will be linked to the next page. Back to the left column, you would see that we covered the macro, bonds, all stocks, commodities, and foreign exchanges. Everything you can subscribe directly from the keywords. For example, in the market, you can choose either the keyword of the stocks or the fund. Or if you have specific need, for example, if you're willing to see some mining, just click with mining. You will be able to filter by the column, to filter by the source. This is the news page. Now let's switch back to the slides. After the news, we understand that you might be interested to immediately target some macro forecast or get to know current or perhaps even future events. Then here we have two functional pages would be followed. First of all, China macro forecast. In this macro forecast, we include all GDP, PMI, CPI indicators for all major countries. The forecast for each indicator come from analysis from different financial institutions. We extract the highest and lowest values to create average and well-founded data in order to better support your research. The second one, we call it Global Event Calendar. Here, you would be able to see all the global financial events, as well as industry and macro data all around the world. Apart from China, we also cover other Asian countries like Japan, Korea. We also cover with America and European countries. Now, how does it look like and how to use it? Let me switch to the terminal. First of all, from the home page on the left side, you will have navigation to see macro parts. There, you will find the News Express of China Macro Forecast, short for CMF. Here, we provide with monthly data and annual data. For the annual data, we provide you for the next 4 years looking of GDP, of the CPI, PPI, of the fixed asset investment, or even the retail sales or the import or export information. Now back to the data of monthly, we provide you the next 12 months. Since we are in the September of this year, some people might be wondering, how does the GDP look like in China at the end of 2023? We can see there is a blue-colored number of 4.8, but who gives this number of 8? Let's click it and have a deep description to find it. First, we might see there's a confident person from the Great Wall Securities. Mr. Jiang Fei give 5.4 maximum number, but somebody is not convenient with or confident with the number. So for the GDP from UBS Securities, the number shows 4.5. So after the maximum or after the minimal number, we get the average 490. With this number, we get back to here GDP. Now you understand where is this 4.9 come from. Another function we mentioned, which is called Global Economic Calendar, we provide you the daily, weekly, monthly, and you may find that we cover the countries in Asia, in Europe, in America, or even OPEC or world other organizations. Since we are on Wednesday of this week, but what will happen in the next week? Let's choose October 4th and have a quick look of in Europe. In September, Euro area composite PMI previous number is 4670, but the focus number is a little bit slight down, which is 4650. However, in America, same PMI supposed to be previously 50-50. However, the forecast number also slightly down to 50-30. Once you're there, next time, if this can target or help you for the analysis, you'll be able to click with the alert, and in the next time, you will get the real news, the real alert from the top right side of this terminal or even from your smartphone. Of course, we also provide you the importance from 1 star to 3 stars, from the high to the low importance. This is the two functional things. One is China macro focus, another one global economic events, quite helpful for you. Let's get back to the slides. We actually have a very comprehensive database which is called Viewpoints database. It is a database and analysis platform for global macro and industrial economics. In this session, I'm going to take a quick look with you of the overview and to know the key coverages or our essential features. But to inform you that we will have a deep dive in the macro information and economic database, but it will be with my another colleague, Mr. Xinxiang Zhu, on November. So in this session, let's have a quick look of how does it look like. This economic database, short for EDB, is one of the core models of Venn Financial Terminal. It interacts a large amount of macro and industry data. It is included 10 million indicators, and with powerful indicator calculations and graphic production functions, which later on I can demonstrate it to you. On the left side, you can easily to choose the indicators, and on the right side, there's raw data with graphic. You may easily to change the frequency or to calculate the indicators by different methods. Now, what do we cover? In our economic database, we cover not only macro from China, but also global macro report with keywords retrieval. By clicking with the keywords or by clicking with the plus of each keyword, with each indicators plus here, or double click with the indicators, you may get on the right side of the raw data. And also with a question mark, you can have a deep description looking of how we define this indicator. With right click of each indicator, you may be easily to be linked to the related series. For example, this CPI, we right clicked with this China CPI non-food, we get the related indicators such as PPI, M2, CPI, manufacturing PMI, and etc. On the left side, after you input the keywords, you will be able to filter by the frequency, by the source, by the status. And on the right side, if you have different dimensions to be filtered, for example, by popularities or by the first start date or by the end date, everything is filterable from our platform directly. Now, in summarize, left side you choose the indicator and then extra to the right side. Once you are there, you can adjust the data, change the frequency, or calculate the indicator by different methods. With this everything, you may be easily to find charts and being switched to the graphic. And you may see that from the left side of the graphic, you can change easily the graphic type from line to bars or to pie. Now, we have actually, after you doing the research or after you choose all the indicators, you will have recently used or you can create your templates. But since Venn has large range of amount of users, we collect some important and popular indicators and then we summarize with 22 categories for showing you some model and examples or templates for you to use immediately. Also, everything you find useful, you can always share directly from your platform to your colleagues. At the end, we have very powerful and functional map tool which can guide you for total 15 topics, such as economy, such as finance, energy, transportation, everything showing on the left bottom side. Once you click with the play bar, you will be able to see an animated video. Now, let me switch to the terminal, have a quick looking of everything. On the home navigation, we'll find economic database as shown here. After clicking economic database, we'll see that is located on the left side is the indicators, and right side you will see the specific data and even charts or map. Now, you may see that on the top side there's a keyword search bar. Let's switch to CPI. We will see that we covered CPI for China, for United States, for Japan, for Eurozone, or for other Asian countries or European countries. On the left side, there's an I, which is called information. We can quickly have a looking of this CPI year-over-year in China with monthly frequency, with the source from National Bureau of Statistics of China. And the started date was 1987 on January. And the description is showing of this indicator as the price index is relative number that reflects the trends and degree of changes in the prices of consumer goods and service items purchased by households in certain period of time. From this bar, you can divide by the start dates from the past 2 years or even start from the very beginning. And on the right side, you can easily change the frequency from annual to weekly, or you can easily to change the units from 1 unit to 100 to millions. For example, the CPI, we may see that after 1987, it goes rapidly up in 1980 and another rapidly up in 1994. But after 1999, all the numbers shown in CPI bars is mostly going up and down, and even today you would see that until the end of July, the CPI was minus 0.30, but we have a forecast until the end of 2024. This is the information bar. You will get all the information here. But of course, if you double click or click plus, you will get the deep descriptions directly, raw data from the right side. After clicking with the load, you will get the raw data from the bottom, or you can find directly from data page, and everything is downloadable by clicking with export. Not with this one. 1 second. Sorry, there's an issue of my because of the signal quite has an issue. Please allow me to fix it for 1 minute. Yeah, back to what we exported. You will find okay. Okay, perhaps with that function, there's some little issue that I'm going to adjust it with back office later on. Let's go back to the load the data. Let's go back to the chat to have a look of the graphic. It is shown as the same as we found from the I information, but the difference is we can always change the type of this graphic from line to bar or to pie and etc. Now, this is the China macro. I used an example, but if you are studying local government debit, you can use our regional macro database, which contains detailed data on regions and the jurisdictions of each province in China. Little issue again. Sorry, apartment. Yeah. With this regional macro database, for example, let us to take an example of Yunnan province. You may see that we provide the data of the progress data of this province or annual data. We can take easily this capital city of Kunming and find annual data of the government's revenue and expenditure. Over here, we can see the yearly expenditure and income of Kunming financial revenue and expenditure, which can help you to get a better understanding of the local government's balance of payments, thereby assisting your research on urban invest bonds. Now, go back to the global macro database. We covered United States, European countries, other Asian countries such as Japan, Korea, Malaysia, Singapore, Philippines, Vietnam. Just a quick example, we have been heard, as it may be very famous, that United States was suffering in the inflation in the past 1-2 years. We have noticed that the Federal Reserve has continuously raised interest rates. So how did it affect the yields of different maturities? We can go to somebody told me that you cannot hear me. Just 1 second, let me double check with my back office. Okay, I will continue since other colleagues can hear. If you have any trouble, please write down your comments, which my colleague will help to resolve the issue. Now let's continue with the global macro database. Since United States is suffering inflation, as we mentioned, that you might be interested with the inflations, with the foreign trade informations. Now, let's take an example of the United States interest and foreign exchange rate. Let's go to the Treasury yield. We provide you from 1 month to 30 years different maturities. And here, a quick example, if we select the 2-year Treasury yields and then 30 years. To the right side with loading. Since some other colleagues told me that our customers, majority of them can hear, so I will continue. Whoever has the issue of the voice, please relog in. Okay, I will continue with the Treasury yields of 2 years and 30 years. We can afford you to change the frequencies. And also there's functional thing that with the indicator calculation, you will be able to compare with the 2 years and 30 years Treasury yields by subtract them and to see how's the difference looking. After changing the calculation of the indicator, we select all of them, click load, get the raw data, and for quick looking, we can go to the chat to have a look. How does it look like in the general? Perhaps with this large range, we can start with the range of the past 3 years to have better understanding of how does it look like. In this chart, we may see that start from 2020 or April, the 2 years and 30 years has a little bit difference until that start from August of 2020. In the red line of the Treasury yields of 30 years has been changed a little bit down until the negative. So start from here, we would see that this 2 years Treasury interest rate and the 10 years Treasury interest rate were inverted at the beginning of 2022. So this is the global macro, including United States. Let's go to the sector database to discover what do we cover. Here you may see that we looped agriculture, energy, including energy's price, output, export and import information, or even the standard revenue, and also the inventories and reserves directly from our platform. Now, going up in the sector database, we may heard that currently real estate policies have been implemented frequently in China, such as reduction of mortgage interest rates and slow down the purchase restrictions policies starting from this month. So if you have any need of real estate information, here I would recommend to you to go to the real estate and construction page to find the real estate prices to get more understanding of our 100 cities residential houses prices looking. Just a quick example of this one, we may see that from this monthly with yuan per square meter, according to the mediums collect informations we get, we collect this indicator, which started from December 2012. The China Real Estate Index system improved its completing rules for the 100 city home price index in terms of weight setting and sample data collection. Here you may see that started from 2010, the price has been going up slightly, but we understand currently because the COVID-19 situation as well as the confidence of consumers, the prices have been slowing without increasing or decreasing too much. So this is the 100 cities residential houses price index that provided by Wind based on the news. But if you trust or if you are more for the government perspective, we have National Bureau Statistics of China provided you the 70 large and medium-sized cities with year-over-year price indices of newly constructed residential buildings. For example, this one, you may see this chart has been going up and down dramatically, especially from 2009 and 2012, 2015. So quite interesting for you to get more information and get more feelings from this chart and the data. If you like all the data or charts, it is available always to click with the download mark. Here, this is the sector database. If you're interested, we also have a commodity database to provide you precious metals or non-ferrous metals. For example, with the gold, we provide you the spot price, future data, supply and demand data, which shows you the supply information, the demand information, import and export information, as well as the inventories from Albania, from Egypt, Ireland, Austria, and with quarterly updated. Now, apart from these precious metals, we also provide you with the commodity indices. For example, CRB index. We provide you the composite or textiles or metals or foodstuffs with all the indexes. This is the commodity. If bond is one of your targets, we provide you the bond market with showing you with showing you the prices, with showing you the yield, the rate market, the foreign exchange market, and others. This is the bond database. Of course, if you have alternative data as part of your interest, during the pandemic time, we create a medical database to show you the prices of the drugs or the imports or exports of medical equipment. On the other hand, we also provide you the third party's database, for example, online business. We cooperate with Jingdong, JD, we cooperate with Alibaba, all important e-commerce or retails to provide you the online sales information. A quick example of the electronic, like laptops, we may see that the monthly with 100K units from the source of X Dataway, we have the information from 2015, on January until nowadays to see these prices from 2015 until 2023, how does it going up and down. Everything is available to switch with the frequency from annual to weekly by your preference and your needs. Now, since there's a little bit issue, let me close and reopen it now. What I want to show you is there's template bar on the top of the right side, which whatever you have been used in recently, don't worry, you will never lose them. You will always be available to see recently used by the list or by the chart model. And if some important indicators or templates are very frequently used by you, you can always create your own templates. However, when to collect all hot topics and also popular indicators, we built our own powerful models for users' reference. So we have total these 22 categories as showing you China macro, global macro, energy. For example, quickly, we provide you with oil, coal, photovoltaic, LPG information. Let's get back to the China macro to see what are our coverages. Here you would be able to see the China foreign trade of major commodities or the balance sheet of financial institutions or uses of loans like this one. Here you may see that the real estate loans, green loans, uses of green loans, how that is going up and down with this chat easily. And again, everything is downloadable and editable from our platform directly. At the very end, we have this powerful function as mentioned from the slides that we call it map. With this map function, we divided by 15 topics, start from economy, investments, real estate, energy, agriculture, and etc. Now a quick example to see the provincial contracting, foreign trade and investments. By clicking on the left side, bottom side, there is a play. You will see start from 26, how does the country has been changing with the numbers of this provincial contracting foreign project. Here is this powerful function that I would like to highlight. Now let's go back to the slides. This is pretty much what I'm going to present today. Now we will have 10 minutes Q&A section. Before that, I would like to highlight that we will have another sessions for showing you this economic database by my colleague, Mr. Xingxiang Zhu, on November 8th. Now, any question from you, please be free to speak up and we will be happy to serve you. While waiting for your questions, which my colleague will help to forward to me, I want to have a highlight that if you have any questions which today I cannot cover you, you can always contact your account manager, or here we have F1 to support you with, first of all, the online service with 24 hours per week. There's a colleague who forwards a question from Mike. Is data of second or third tier cities available? Yes, of course. Let's go back to the economic database. We will see the region macro database. First of all, let's take where Yunnan perhaps. We have capital cities like Kunming, as mentioned. We have cities like Qujing. For example, this one, annual data, we provide you with the gross regional product, industry, foreign exchange, etc. Also, cities like Dali, Dehong, Nujiang, Diqing, all the first to third tier cities are available to find from this regional macro database. Even the counties belong to those cities, you would be able to find as well. Now, next question. Next question, someone asked, do you have any information on carbon emissions? That's a very good question. Yes, we do. In the sector database, we have utilities. Here you may find that greenhouse gas emissions. We have provided you the domestic or the foreign carbon emissions trading information, sources from Shanghai Environment. For example, Shanghai Environment and Energy Exchange. If you're interested, actually we have another powerful function which is supposed not to be belong to my today's topics, but I would like to directly to show you from this platform about ESG ratings. We covered it with 7,500 securities, 8,000 funds. We covered also 9,500 corporates in overall. With typing ESG on the bottom right side of ESG, you will find all the deep descriptions of this climate change thing. Now, next question. There is some colleagues asked how to speak up. I think you may just easily to type if you cannot find the microphone button. So by typing and asking from the right side of the chat bar, I will be forwarded by my colleagues to see your questions. And there's a colleague mentioned that please see once again the data when the economic database will be discussed in details. I don't quite understand your question. If you're mentioning that our economic database layouts with the coverages, you may see that we covered China macro database, or regional or global macro database. But I believe that perhaps while I was doing this United States demonstration of their interest in foreign exchange, let's say about the Treasury yields, perhaps you were confused a little bit. Let me show you another time. On the right side, let me delete all of them to choose the 2 years Treasury yields or the 30 years. To compare, for example, you can easily to calculate the indicator from the inter-indicator calculation. From the subject, click OK. And click load. If you are mentioning that about the time as well, here in the time range, you will be able to choose either start date or the between date. I hope I answered your question. Okay. The next round, it will be my colleague on November 8th. Mr. Xing Xiangzhu will provide you most using skill of this economic database. If I haven't covered you, please don't hesitate to contact your account manager, or please don't forget to use this F1. We provide you 24 hours online service. And so far, I don't see too many questions are left. If you have any questions, either me or my colleagues will provide you another round of the demonstration, no matter of this economic database or regarding the bonds, stocks, and commodities. Everything we can always set up another time for this. So today, this is 45 minutes past. I hope I covered as much as you need. Let's keep in touch and see you next time. Bye bye.